Albert Einstein is one of the most influential figures in modern history. His contributions to science, philosophy, and politics are unparalleled. However, many people are unaware of Einstein's humanitarian activities and his correspondence with various organizations. This article will explore some of Einstein's letters to humanitarian organizations, as well as the significant impact of his work in this area. Einstein's letters to humanitarian organizations date back to the 1920s. He was an early advocate for the League of Nations, and wrote an open letter to the organization in 1921, urging it to focus on preventing future wars. Einstein also wrote letters to the International Red Cross in the same year, calling for an international agreement to protect civilians in wartime. In the 1930s, Einstein wrote letters to several Jewish organizations, including the American Jewish Congress and the World Jewish Congress. In these letters, he expressed his support for the Zionist cause and sought to highlight the plight of persecuted Jews. He also wrote to the International Refugee Organization, calling for the international community to provide aid to refugees. During World War II, Einstein wrote letters to the United Nations Relief and Rehabilitation Administration. In these letters, he called for the organization to provide aid to those affected by the war. He also wrote to the International Committee of the Red Cross, urging it to provide aid to those suffering from the effects of the war. After the war, Einstein wrote to the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. In these letters, he sought to promote international understanding and cooperation, and to promote scientific research and education. He also wrote to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, calling for the protection of refugees and displaced persons. Einstein's letters to humanitarian organizations had a profound effect on the course of history. His advocacy for the League of Nations, the International Red Cross, and other organizations helped to shape the international landscape and ensure that humanitarian aid was provided to those in need. He also played a significant role in the development of the United Nations and the United Nations Refugee Agency. Einstein's letters to humanitarian organizations demonstrate his commitment to making the world a better place. His humanitarian efforts helped to shape the international response to crisis and ensure that aid was provided to those in need. His legacy lives on today, and his letters to humanitarian organizations serve as an inspiring reminder of what can be achieved when we come together in pursuit of a common goal.